Have you ever wondered how blockchain works? To many, it sounds like a complicated, tech-heavy concept. But here's the truth. Blockchain is based on simple ideas that anyone can understand. Think of it as a shared digital notebook that records information in a way that's tamper-proof, transparent, and secure. In this video, we'll break down the core components of blockchain, blocks, chains, and consensus mechanisms, and explain how they work together. We'll use daily life examples to make everything relatable and fun. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand blockchain but also see why it's a revolutionary technology. Let's get started. What is a blockchain? At its core, a blockchain is like a digital ledger, a tool for recording information. But unlike traditional ledgers, blockchain is decentralized, meaning no single entity controls it. Instead, everyone on the network has a copy of the same ledger. Why is this important? Transparency. Everyone can see what's happening. Security. The data is protected from tampering. Trust. It removes the need for intermediaries, like banks or middlemen. Daily life example. Imagine you and your friends are splitting the cost of groceries. Instead of one person keeping track, everyone has a notebook. If someone tries to cheat and write, Ali owes me $50. Everyone else's notebooks will show the correct balance, exposing the lie. That's how blockchain builds trust. It relies on the agreement of all participants. What are blocks? A block is like a container that stores information. In blockchain, every block contains three key components. Data. This is the information the block holds. For example, in Bitcoin, it's transaction details, e.g., Alice sent 2 Bitcoins to Bob. In supply chains, it could be product details, like shipment numbered 123 left the warehouse. Hash, a unique digital fingerprint of the block. Every block gets a hash, which is a string of numbers and letters generated by a special formula. Even a tiny change in the data creates a completely different hash. Hash of the previous block. This connects each block to the one before it, forming a chain. Daily life example. Think of a shipping container. The items inside, data, could be electronics or clothes. The container's unique seal, hash, ensures no one tampers with it. The label linking it to the previous shipment, hash of the previous block, tracks its journey. Together, these elements make each block secure and linked to the next. What is a chain? The chain in blockchain is the sequence of blocks linked together. When a new block is added, it connects to the previous block through its hash. This linkage ensures that altering any block disrupts the entire chain, making tampering nearly impossible. Daily life example. Imagine a paper trail tracking a package's delivery. Each record references the one before it. If someone tries to fake a record, the chain is broken and the error becomes obvious. Blockchain works the same way, maintaining a continuous, unbroken chain of information. What is hashing? Hashing is a process where data is turned into a fixed-length string of characters. It's like a digital fingerprint for data, unique and secure. Key features of hashing: unique outputs. No two pieces of data create the same hash. Tamper-proof. Any change in the data produces a completely different hash. Fixed length. Regardless of the data size, the hash is always the same length. Daily life example. Imagine baking a cake. The recipe is your data, and the cake is the hash. If you change even one ingredient, the cake turns out completely different. In blockchain, hashing ensures that even the smallest change in data doesn't go unnoticed. How are blocks added to the chain? Adding a block to the chain is like adding a new page to a shared notebook. But before this happens, everyone in the network must agree that the new block is valid. This process is called consensus. Consensus mechanisms. Consensus mechanisms are the rules that ensure everyone on the blockchain agrees on what's added to the ledger. There are different types of consensus mechanisms, but the two most popular are 1. Proof of work, POW. In POW, participants, called miners, solve complex puzzles to add a block. This requires a lot of computational power and energy. The first miner to solve the puzzle adds the block and is rewarded. Daily life example. Think of a school competition where students race to solve a math problem. The first one to finish gets a prize. This ensures everyone works hard and plays fair. Chapter 2. Proof of stake, POS. In POS, participants are chosen to add blocks based on how much cryptocurrency they own. There's a stake. The more you own, the higher your chances of being selected. Daily life example. Imagine a community fundraiser. The more someone contributes, the greater their say in how the funds are used. Why are consensus mechanisms important? They ensure that data is accurate and trustworthy. No one can cheat or take control of the blockchain. Why is blockchain secure? Blockchain security is built on 3 key principles. Decentralization. No single point of failure because the ledger is distributed across many participants. Immutability. Once a block is added, it can't be changed without altering the entire chain, which requires the consent of the majority. Transparency. Everyone can see the data, making it hard to hide fraud. Daily life example. Imagine a neighborhood watch group where everyone monitors the same street. If someone tries to break the rules, the group quickly notices and takes action. Blockchain works similarly by ensuring all participants monitor the system together. Blockchain in action. Let's tie it all together with an example. Scenario: buying coffee with blockchain. Transaction: you buy a coffee and pay with cryptocurrency. Block creation. The transaction details, amount, time, and your account are stored in a new block. Hashing. The block gets a unique hash to secure its contents. Validation. The network verifies the transaction using a consensus mechanism, adding to the chain. Once approved, the block is added to the blockchain, creating a permanent record. This process is fast, secure, and eliminates the need for a middleman, like a bank. Conclusion: blockchain is not as complicated as it seems. It's a system where blocks of data are securely linked together, using hashing and consensus mechanisms to ensure trust and transparency. Here's a quick recap of what we covered. Blocks: store data securely with hashes. Chains: link blocks to prevent tampering. Hashing: creates unique, tamper-proof fingerprints for data. Consensus mechanisms: ensure everyone agrees on the blockchain's contents. Blockchain is transforming industries from finance to healthcare, and understanding how it works is the first step to exploring its potential. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to EduTube for more exciting lessons. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore real-world applications of blockchain in everyday life.